Hi everyone, welcome to the Business Journey with Jordan channel, where we will be documenting my business journey or my success journey because I am hoping and I am planning to be really successful one day. So with all the videos that I uploaded before this video, you can see that all of those videos were shot before. And so I have created a lot of YouTube channels before, but I never really stayed consistent in terms of uploading videos and just continuing with those YouTube channels. And hopefully this time I will be really consistent and that I will continue with this YouTube channel because I can imagine the future and I can kind of see where I want this channel to go and how I would like to inspire a lot of other people in terms of dreaming big and having no limitations about our dreams and about our futures, because I feel like there's so much that we can accomplish once we believe in ourselves and once we do not put any limitations on the things that we want to achieve. I also wanted to talk about my dreams, and so I will be posting pictures because I know how to edit. I learned how to edit in a more complicated way in terms of the YouTube videos that I'm going to upload, and so I'm going to post some pictures, for example, right now or soon, about the some examples or some types of cars that I want to have in the future, condo or apartment, for example, that I would like to have for me, for my family. So I am based in Winnipeg, Canada, and so there's winter season, there's summer season, there's fall and spring. And so the reason why in the in the long run, I would like to have an apartment or a condo unit is because I don't want to shovel snow and having to take care of the lawn of the house. That's the reason why I would rather have an apartment or a condo unit. I also see myself and I aspire to be a successful business leader in the future. And so, for example, for this YouTube channel and what I have decided to name it, it's named Business Journey with Jordan channel. And so I hope again to document my business journey and hopefully inspire other people with my own journey, with my own story, with my own example. No, I don't think that would be the perfect word. With my own experiences. And so hopefully you can also learn from my experiences, from my mistakes, and so in some way I am helping you to avoid those mistakes. But again, what I have also learned is that we learn so much from our experiences, from our mistakes, and so you can learn from me, but at the same time, I know that the journey and the path that you will take will not be perfect, and it's just learning from and gaining so much lessons from your own experiences and mistakes as well. So that's how I would like to introduce where I see this channel going forward. And so, for example, I recently got my own office. I realized, well, I have been realizing um, ever since the COVID started or the pandemic started back in 2020 that working from home is not for me. And so mixing my workspace and my personal space doesn't really work for my mental health and for just my own productivity and well-being. And so even though it does cost some money for myself, I believe that it would be an investment for me in terms of the things that I would like to do. And so right now it does not look the way I would like it to look or how I see it. But hopefully very soon I'm able to work on my office. You can see my smile because I am very excited to work on it, and to be able to do an office tour, to be able to post on my YouTube channel, and to be able to show people. By the way, I'm 22 years old right now. I was born on August 17, 2000, and I moved out at the age of 20. I think I was 20 years old back then. Yes, I was 20 years old back then because I felt like I needed my own space to be able to achieve the things that I wanted to achieve. I felt like I needed my private space. I needed to learn how to be independent and how to grow and to learn things on my own and not depend or rely on my parents. Ever since I started working part-time from the age of 17, I never really asked for any money from my parents. I'm not saying it's a bad thing because it depends on every person's situation, but for my particular situation, ever since I started working, I never asked for money because it's just how I've been growing up. I've always wanted to be independent and not rely on my parents. Of course, it would also be because of, the environment that you grow in and your experiences growing up. But it's not that my parents are not good parents. Of course, they've done the best and what they can do to be able to provide for me and my siblings. And I have two sisters. I have one younger sister and one older sister. And so, yeah, actually, just diving a bit more into my story. Me and my family moved to Canada from the Philippines back in 2015. So I was 15 years old back then. And so we've been in Canada for 7 years now. The first couple of years were not the easiest because you move into a totally new environment and you leave everything and everyone behind. And so the 15 years of my life, I had to leave it back in the Philippines. And so now I can finally say that I've settled down here and that I call Winnipeg, I call Canada home now. In the first couple of years, I've always thought I was just in a different place and that Philippines was home for me. And so, like what I said, back in 2017, I started working part-time. My first job was working at Dollarama. It's a dollar store. And I worked there for 2 years. And so in high school, I also took the applied commerce program along with the regular program. So I graduated with academic diploma and applied commerce diploma in high school because I was able to go to a school that provides or that is able to provide that to students. And so I think graduating with 2 diplomas from high school is kind of special. So I am grateful for that opportunity. And so with my work experience program in my senior year, I had my work experience program in one of the branches of Assiniboine Credit Union. It's like a bank. And so after that, I was able to get an interview. They offered to give me an interview at Assiniboine Credit Union. And so I worked there for more than 2 years. So Dollarama, for 2 years, my first job 2017 to 2019, and then I worked at Assiniboine Credit Union for 2 years, and so that was like 2019 to 2022, more than 2 years, or no, sorry, yes, 2019 to January 2022, and then also back in 2019, I started my Bachelor's of Commerce program at the Asper School of Business in University of Manitoba. And so that actually is one of the things that I'm sacrificing. Or maybe I shouldn't say sacrifice. I'm putting on a pause. I'm putting on a hold because I know that I want to start my own business or businesses. And once I'm more financially stable in terms of starting up my own companies, then I would like to finish my education. I want to finish my bachelor's degree, and I'm also hoping to finish a master's degree in business administration. And so I left ACU in the middle of the pandemic. I'm not sure if I'm going to go into so much details, but I didn't really had the best mental health and well-being during COVID, and that's also when I moved out. That's also when I started living by myself too, so maybe that didn't help. But Assiniboine Credit Union is an amazing organization, and I'm so grateful and thankful for all of the opportunities that has been given to me by the organization. I wouldn't be where I am today if not for all of the individuals and organizations that helped me before. But now I work at a nonprofit organization funded by all three levels of the government, so municipal, provincial, and federal government. And so we help people find meaningful employment here in Winnipeg. So it can be immigrants, refugees, Canadians who have lost their jobs or who have been laid off by their employers. And so I find that I do so much meaningful work in my current role and in my current job, and I'm very grateful for it. So that's a little bit of a background about me. I'll definitely provide more information with the next videos that I'm going to upload. And again, hopefully one of the next few videos that I'm going to upload would be an office tour. So I got my own office at the age of 22 years old. And so I only got it back in around February 11, I think, of this year. So just more than a month now. I'm shooting this on March 16 at 5:23 p.m. My parents just came back from the Philippines yesterday, and so I'm going to visit them tonight. I've been really busy because I work from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then I try to work on working on establishing my or on starting up my own business or on starting up my own businesses from after 4. Once I leave the office, I go to my off. Once I leave the office of the non-profit organization I work at, I go to my own office after 4 p.m. and about 7 p.m. or just before 7 p.m. I try to head to the gym. I try to be there until 9 p.m. and then from 9 p.m. I go home. I try to unwind, get ready for bed. I have my nighttime routine, and then I do it again the next day, and that's what I try to do. So very busy, but we just had our own or we just had our volleyball game last night and we won. So I'm very grateful for that as well. And we're going into playoffs next week. And I'm recovering from injury. A lot of things happening in my life. I'm just realizing I'm recovering from a knee injury. I haven't been able to hit yet in terms of volleyball. So I'm just playing as a libero right now. Or I'm playing as a libero right now. Not just because it's a very hard role and position to in volleyball. Sorry. So we're going into playoffs next week. So if you want to check out the Volley Hub channel, that's also a channel that I've created before that I actually have been more consistent because it's more of uploading our volleyball games. And I love volleyball. But that's another topic. What I was talking about was I've been very busy. And so, yeah, I am going to take a break from the gym tonight and I'm going to visit my family instead of waiting until Sunday. It's Thursday right now, just because my parents just came back. And so, yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. That's what I'm up to at the moment. Definitely, it hasn't been an easy ride. And I'll talk more about it in another video. Yeah, I should control myself and stop myself from talking more about that particular subject, about that particular topic, but it would be about the earlier stages of my business journey, I would say. And it was a tough time. And so I'll talk about that. That's another idea for one of the next videos that I'm going to upload. So thank you for taking your time to be here with me in the Business Journey with Jordan channel. I hope to see you in my next videos to come. And I hope you have an awesome day. I hope that you continue to do great things for your own self, and in some way I hope that I inspire you to dream big as well. Alright, that will be it for me for this video. Again, thank you so much, and that's it for now. Ciao.